Hello everybody. I'm also now going to show you what embed looks like when you're using the blogger tool. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go through how the new access looks on a Google slide. In the previous videos, I've shown how you can your new access looks on the dock, but I want to try to show you on a slide. So what you're looking at now is you're looking at the blogger site. This is where we're going to put our information uh, on our blogger. And this is just one way how to do it. I encourage you to play around and see how you want to do this on your blogger site. So this is just one or two methods. So we're going to go to our slide, and I've already got it created. And so now what I'm ready to do is I'm ready to start sharing. So when I click on share, I'm going to click on advance. And as you can see, there's a link only that collaborators can have. And then again, you have that private only you can access. So I'm going to click on change. And as you can see, we have the two new options here. Public on the web, that means anybody can find it, anybody can access it, no problem, they don't have to sign in. The second one is anyone who has access with a link can go in. So if they have the link, they can do it. Then of course you have your alt-dean and your only specific people can access. Okay, so we're talking about sharing this with the outside world. So again, disclaimer, make sure you're practicing good digital citizenship when you are sharing things out to the public. So we're going to go and click on, instead of anyone with the link, we're going to click on public on the web so anybody can find it and access it. Okay, so when I click on that, as you can see at the bottom, the access rights, that means anyone can see it and they don't have to sign in. Again, disclaimer, you do have the options to edit and comment, but I'm warning you, if you decide I want to give anybody the rights to just edit, that means they can just go in and edit your document. It doesn't matter. So you don't want to do that. You want to leave it as view only or comment, but I do recommend just using view only. Okay, and no matter which one you click on, if you click on either one of these top four options, it's going to automatically be set to can view, so they don't have to worry about doctoring anything up. So we're going to go ahead and leave that to can view, and I'm going to save it. Okay, so now what this means is I can put this link at the top, and I can place that in there. But better yet, we're going to do this with HTML. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, and then we're going to go to Publish to the Web. Okay, so when publish to the web comes up, we have some options here. We can decide when it starts, it's going to go every 3 seconds. It's going to go through the slasher every 3 seconds. We can decide to start slideshow as soon as the player loads. That's totally an option that we can do. Restart the slideshow after the last slide. You can do whatever option you want. Let's look at the publish content and settings part. So we have an option of require viewers to sign in with their alt-dean account. This is for alt-dean people only. You can check mark that if you want to, but again, if you're sharing this with the outside world, with parents, you probably don't want to do that. You probably want to leave that unchecked, and you click publish. It's asking me, are you sure you want to publish? Yes, I do. So now my information is published, so you can use this link to add to your site. But we're going to go and talk about the embed part of it, because that's what we really want. So we don't have to worry about clicking links. We want everything in one place. So now the page or the slide is already published. I'm going to click on embed. So now you have your embed code right here. Okay, it's already highlighted. I have a MacBook, so I can press use this to copy, or you can just right click and copy. Okay, now I'm going to go to my blogging site. Now you are not going to put your embed code where it's already says compose. Compose is in a faint gray. If you do that, this is going to come up and this is what everybody's going to see. You don't want to do that. So what you want to do is you want to click on HTML, and now you notice my box is whiter. So now you're going to right click paste, and you see your iframe HTML that's already up. Okay, so now what you can do is you can go back to Compose, and now your site, your Google slide is there for people to play around with and look at. I only had 2 slides. Now, say, oh my God, that's way too big. That's too small. I mean, too big. Go back to HTML. I want you to look at the width. Okay, if you look at the third line on my screen, it says width equals 960. If you look at the top line, it says height equals 569. Play around with those to see how big or how small you want it. So let's say I want to change my height to, I don't know, 369, or let's just say for fun, we're just going to change it to 300. And then my width, I'm going to change it to 460. Okay, so you can click on Compose just to see what that looks like. Okay, note it's a little smaller. Play around with those adjustments. Again, height, you're looking for the height equals in the number, and you're looking for the width equals in the number. Play around with those. Once you're done, let's preview it just to see what it looks like. Okay, and this is what your Google slide or any published document will look like. Okay, now you are free to go back in and change, since it's already published, you can change your slide in case you know I want to add a third slide. So let's say we'll add a third slide to it. I don't know, we'll call it, let's move it down a bit, we'll call it, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so that's already said and done. So we're going to go back to our Compose page. Let's see if it's there. It's already there. So once I already put it in my slide, it's already going to be automatically placed in here. So that's the way you can do your embed HTML on Blogger. Again, you can do HTML iframes on Blogger, not just quite yet on Google Sites. So again, if you need some help, excuse me, the new Google Sites. So if you guys need any help, please contact the Level Up 2.0 Google Squad. Thanks again.